It's a live look at us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, no love lost between these NFC East rivals. It's the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Kate, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jaden Daniels. Put on an absolute show. One of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. On the gun, it's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It's right back to McLaurin. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Washington Commanders first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Daniels from the pistol. Now he takes it. He'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's got ground on the slant. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Washington.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
3rd and long for Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Out is Tanner Brown to try to knock this through. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Now Brown on to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what I have to do professionally. Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A gain of 15 there. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
He's stepping up and takes off with this one. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Dart! 17 more yards. That's another Giants first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Scatterboo now from the gun. They're working a couple of yards past the line. That's Trey Amos, rookie second rounder on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
That's going to tuck it and run. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Trey Amos. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Going right back to Scatterboo. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Second and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. That one's incomplete over the middle. Malik Neighbor is the one he was throwing for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Now air it out on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Flies one back across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points and add it to the stat sheet with the INT.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. This one set up for Daniels. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends him backwards to the 4. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to step out a little short of the 10.
To Terry McLaurin. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. This is hauled in by Samuel. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Quickly out line, Daniels. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Cordell Flott there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down now, they need 7. Daniels is going to throw again. It's McLaurin downfield. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Fits it through the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Commanders.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. To throw again, it's Daniels. It's Cox. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll go down here at the 16.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the gun, a run for Koski Merritt. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They bring McLaurin in motion right. Throwing on first down, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around.
Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Tanner Brown on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 10, Giants nothing.
Now Brown on to send it away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Bronk. It's 10-0 partway through here. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scattaboo. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Darts out of the shotgun. Looking slant route, complete. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And give right side. It's Scattaboo. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Working inside the red zone. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the pistol, give to Scattaboo. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Dart from the pistol. And the Commander's rush brings him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. They send a man in motion. Running with Scatterboo. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Only 3 yards. They're going to need a much bigger play than that on a lengthy 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
It's maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Scatterboo again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. A 7-yard pickup that time. That brings up 4th and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run, a momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. No run, it's Scatterboo. And he gets in, touchdown! The Giants start to fight back for their first points in this game. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front, confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage, and frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 10, Giants 7.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 2nd down.
After a man jumps, they come up 2nd and 5 to go. Running it after the penalty. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Michael McFadden able to make the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Commanders punting on fourth down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. Scadaboo here on the ground. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing on first down, it's Dart. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Dart. He's still going at the 30. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
On first down, here's Dart. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a 4th down decision to make. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
The kick by Gano is good. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Samuel now to return it. Shoots away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. shotgun snap to Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
That's good for a Commanders first down. A gain of 12. First down, Washington.
We've set it downs from 37. Daniels on first down. That one gonna go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Daniels now on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Commanders first down. It's a gain of 20. And the Washington first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. From the red zone now. Looking for it. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Slot receivers headed left. Out of the gun, Daniels. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Slot man in motion left. Third and long for him here. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Out is Tanner Brown to try to knock this through. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Brown's kick is up and good. And they were able to convert despite that errant snap.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, well, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
Now Brown on to send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. He dodged the tackle. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
The ball carrier tackled at the 25-yard line.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far. 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Now Brown on to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Giants and running back Cam Scatterboot trotting back out there. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterboot. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
It's Scatterboot on 2nd down. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On the sneak, here's Dart. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
One play action with Dart. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe.
A gain of
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
On 1st down, this is Scatterboot. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Scatterboot. And he's almost to the markers. His effort takes it to the 40. 3rd down.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He tries to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Scatterboot now from the gun. And this is near the 1st down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. 3rd down at the 29.
At the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Gotta keep this one and go. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
Would have been a 45-yarder, but instead the offense staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dart's going to the air. Oh, he's going for it again. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Giants 1st down.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
In the red zone on 1st. That's another quick hitter. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. He will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2.
That's exactly what this offense was dreaming of when they brought him in as a rookie quarterback, showing off that ability to run. And Kate, that's exactly what these defensive coordinators are hoping to not see. Yet another dynamic rookie quarterback who can score it with his legs.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
17. Commanders 13.
Gano ready to send this away. Moore with a return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Play action now with Daniels. He's running with it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
When a play break, you can make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
86, Zach Ertz. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Micah McFadden on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Running once again with Krosky Merritt. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
They'll send out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Complete to Theo Johnson. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Going deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 2nd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Darts out of the shotgun. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 22. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Dark from the pistol. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
All set now, 1st and 10. Running with Scatterboo. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. Here's Dart. Complete left side to Robinson. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now lead by 10. Down to close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants drive their lead to 11.
Giants 24, Commanders 13.
Gano ready to send this away.
For New York.
Moore with a return. This makes it up to the 25. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Daniels from the pistol. He finds Brown right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to run for it. Escapes a defender. This gets the first and more. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Rolling on first down, Daniels. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The throw again on second down. Daniels. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Running right side by McLaurin. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. He's making a bid for it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Daniels. Gets him on the in route. And he can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Washington first down.
A gain of 14.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
He's keeping it, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Took off with it again. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Third down, they need 7. They'll air it out on third. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
It's a gain of 8.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Drops back. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Third and long for him here. Look, they're on him again, and he goes down again. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's fourth and long.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders now within 1 score in the fourth. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back of the zone read. Good defensive stand here. They push him away from the goal line. That's back to the 4. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Driving forward with Scatterboot. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Back to throw it. Pass complete to Robinson. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scattergood. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants leading by 5. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Going right back to Scattergood. And he has the Giants' 1st down. And it's indeed a giant one, partner. That locks up this victory. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Drawn up for it. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.